Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy summer solstice. First day of summer, whatever you want to call it. It's going to be a hot one. That's what Joanne told me this morning. So, says there might be some records fall. So, not looking forward to that much heat, but it is what it is. Let's take a look and see who we got hanging out with us this morning. Looks like we got a little crowd gathering over there. Let's see here. John Howard's here. Good morning, John. Clyde CNC. Good morning, Clyde. Leo Steger. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Appreciate the thumbs up. Mr. Gall says we are back home after having a great fun weekend. That looked like a lot of fun. He posted a lot of pictures on Facebook. That looked like it was a fun time. Glad you back home safe. Dennis Nolan's in the house. Good morning, Dennis. Marcelo's here. Good morning. Mr. Allen's here. He says, good morning, all. Going to be a warm summer solstice 2022 here in Lower Alabama. Yeah. Darren Birds. Good morning, Darren. Klondike's here. Good morning, Sean. We got that little issue straightened out, looks like. Still not sure what happened there, but looks like it's all good now. Gary Hammett's in the house. Good morning. He's in Alabama now. Lonnie's here. Good morning, Lonnie. George Rumpus is here. Good morning, George. And Kevin Els is hanging out with us too. Good morning, Kevin. It is going to be a hot one. I've got a little bit of stuff I got to do today. Not, me, I'm not going to work too hard. Not these days. But I do have to work out in the shop just for a few minutes, get some stuff packed up. And then I need to make a trip down to my UPS store. And I got to go vote too. I don't know if y'all are having any kind of runoffs. Any kind of runoffs or anything, but we had a primary. Let's see, when was it? May. I don't remember when it was. May 24th, I think. I think that's when it was. I don't remember. I think that's when it was. Anyway, we've got a few runoff elections. So I'm going to go over there and do that. I'll probably do that as soon as I get done here. That's usually the way I do it when there's an election. I'll do the coffee sessions and then mosey on over there, get there. They're right down the road from me where I have to go vote. Everything is close to where I'm at. So probably go there and probably be able to get in and out because I'm sure a lot of people will forget to go vote. Hopefully they won't, but probably should be able to get in and out of there pretty quick. Bruce Foley's here. Good morning, Bruce. Clyde CNC says, holy crap, 99 today here. Yeah, it's a good day for hanging out in some air conditioning. I can tell you that much. George says, watch the video of the spoil board on Tiny CNC Fun Stuff. Yeah, I did my first little test yesterday because I've been just kind of playing around trying to get the settings, watching YouTube videos of other people and trying to get the Gerbil settings, to where to run right. And finally thought, well, heck, let me see if I can get something to run. So I had run that spoil board, um, and I didn't have anything. I have people on there when I posted pictures. Yeah, well, you made it way too thick. You just lost a whole bunch of. Well, you lose Z height no matter what kind of spoil board you put on there. Whatever you put on there, that's what you're going to lose in Z height. But all I had was a piece of 3/4 MDF. And it probably looks like it's 3/4 thick, but it's not. It's because I cut the spoil board out on my other machine so that I could put counterbore holes, just do everything. And I milled it down so that it's about 0.6. I probably could have went, half inch or even 3/8 or something to slide in the aluminum part of the bed. I just wanted to put 4 bolts or screws in the 4 corners, and then I can just CA and painter's tape, use that to fasten everything, and then I don't have to worry about any clamps or anything. But I just wanted the board put on there with those 4 screws, and people say, "Oh, you lost all your Z height." I'm like, well, I can take it off in 2 seconds. It's not fastened on there with double-sided tape or anything like that. It's just real quick. You don't even have to take them out. You just loosen them and you slide it off. So, but anyway, and I've got plenty of room to surface it if it's 0.6 now. But anyhow, that's the plan. But I really didn't have any other bits to play around with. I've got some coming that'll be here today. Ordered a little old set of I forget how many bits are in the thing. I think there's about 10 of them. Let me go check my orders, but they'll be here sometime today. Yeah, here they are. Let's see how many of them there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's 10 of them. And there's, different kinds of stuff. There's like little end mills, there's ball nose, end mills, and then there's V bits, and I think there's 60-degree V bits. So I've got some different stuff I can play with now. And I found that, I did order a 1/4 inch collet, but even trying to use some of my other 1/4 inch bits, they're so long that, I think I could probably, take that spoil board off and fasten it to the aluminum plate and all that, and probably get it all to work. But I thought, I don't know. I'm not sure I really like that because an ER11 collet is really dinky. It is really small. So when you put a bit in there, you got a lot of it hanging out there. And I don't know. Just like I said, I could probably make it work, but I thought, well, before I do that, let me order a set of these little smaller bits and play around. So I'll probably be either showing some stuff on Facebook or maybe shoot a little short video or something about whatever I do with that. But looking forward to it. And I'm also getting my my little limit switches. I was going to put the ones I have around here. I don't know if I got one laying around here or not, but they're the the bigger ones. There's still the little cheap plastic ones, but it's the bigger ones. And I got to looking online and I thought, well, shoot, for just a little bit, you can get the little dinky ones. Plus, they come with the cables with the right plugs on both ends and all that. So I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to do that instead of having to wire my own up. Because I would have had to buy the plugs, to plug into that board and stuff. So let's see here. Clyde says, I think I will stay in the basement today. That might be a good plan. Wilson's here this morning. Good morning, Wilson. Appreciate the thumbs up. Man, we got the thumbs up matching the number watching. How about that? No slackers today. Let's see what Alan. He's got a question here. He says, want to use a separate last pass on profile cuts for some clock gears from 1/4 inch Baltic birch with a 16th of an inch downcut end mill. Any advice from the group on what to set the last pass to? Well, I would set it at no more than 10 thousandths, and probably 5 thousandths would work. Because all it has to do is, I'm assuming you're wanting to do the last pass so that it cleans up any, the little marks it leaves when it's going down the different depths. But, it doesn't have to be much, because all you basically want it to do is go around the side and kind of clean it up. So I think probably 5 thousandths would probably, or maybe even less than that. If your machine's really dialed in, you probably do 2 or 3 thou and get it to clean up those marks. In fact, I would probably start really small and with like 2 or 3 thou and, run it. And then before you, I don't know how you're clamping it down, but before you move it, take a good look at it, because you can always hit it again. You could set it up to do another pass at, say you do 2 or 3 thousandths and you still see a few marks. You could come back and say, okay, well, let's try 5 thousandths now. But you shouldn't have to do much. He says, yes, gear faces need to be slick. I had it on 3 thou. Okay. Well, if that, like I said, if that worked, great. And if that didn't, I sure wouldn't go more than 10. But you shouldn't have to get near that big if your machine's dialed in. Blue tape clamping. Okay, yeah. So you'll be able to get a good look at it without pulling it up. Well, if it doesn't cut through. Well, no, it still should hold it, I guess. Yeah, that's you're working with some delicate stuff there, doing that clock stuff. All right, let's see here. Larry says, Dennis Nolan, you have making them bearded men down pat. Love the video. Okay. Yeah, it's got a new video out. I hadn't watched it all yet this morning, but saw that he had a new one out. Oh, David's here. Good morning, David. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Finally got a chance to, we were talking about going to vote. Finally got a chance to watch that documentary last night. And I tell you, you don't know whether to be mad or to be sad. I think I'm probably more sad that things have gotten to be as corrupt as they have. It's just a sad state of affairs. But only one way to fix it is let's get out there and vote. And it's not going. It's not going to get better overnight for sure. So. Okay, Alan is telling Dennis to try bits and bits. Pricey, but great bits. Okay, I might have missed something there. Oh, wait a minute. I see. I did miss something. Dennis has a question. Is there any quarter-inch end mills available with 2 or 3 inches cutting area? I guess you mean cutting length. There probably are. I've never looked for anything near that long because, as I've mentioned before, if I got something where I'm going to cut deep, 2 or 3 inches, I'll go with a half inch end mill and not a quarter. But for what you're doing, you may not be able to use something that fat. You may need something skinny to get in a place. I'm sure somebody makes them, but I haven't ever looked for anything that long. Just about all the quarter-inch end mills that I use just have I think it's 1 inch or maybe 1 1/8 cutting length. It's not much. I think it's 1 inch pretty much. But a lot of people, I've heard a lot of people talk about that bits, but I've never shopped there, so I don't know what they have. Dennis says, I can't even find half inch. I need half inch too. Oh, you shouldn't have any trouble finding that because I've got one out there. Well, actually, I've got two of them. I've got a half inch that's got about 1.5 inches or 1.75 inches cutting length, and then I have another one that's really long. I think it's like 2.5 or 3 inches long. Leo says you can use aluminum cutting extra long end mill from a master car. Yeah, that's the thing they're going to call. You know how McMaster Car is. They're proud of their stuff. So it's not like you're going to find something real cheap on Amazon. You shopping for half inch bits. They're going to be a little bit of money anyway. But they'll last a long time if as long as you're careful. And it said he can't find them on Amazon. I'm on Amazon over here on this other monitor. Let me just do a search. Spell. Let's see what this finds. Okay, here. Let's see. I don't see a length on that one. And that one doesn't look that long. Yeah, these don't have long cutting length. I know I'm pretty sure I bought mine on. Okay, and here's one. Oh no. Let me take it back. That's 3-inch overall length. Okay, here's one. That one looks kind of long. 3 1/4 overall length. I still don't tell you how long the cutting area is. That's what we want to know, folks. Come on. Okay, here's one that's got a 2-inch length of cut. Let's see. How long did you need? Did I miss it? Okay, 2 or 3 inches. But here's one. It's about $43. And it's a long premium carbide end mill, 4 flute. Yeah, that's 4 flute. It's not really. Well, I don't know. You may have a hard time finding something with only a 2 flute or something. Let me look and see, because I think that one I have is 3 flute. And I'll check my orders. But man, I've had that thing a long time. So Uh, I have had it a long time. I don't like that. Well, I wish it would just let you search your orders without having to sit, because I don't have no idea what year I bought it. I don't have any idea. I've had that thing a long time. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You might. I don't know how many flutes you're looking for. Let's see. Um, Jesse's here this morning. How you doing, Jesse? Yeah, you may end up. Like I said, I've used that one that I got. And I thought I got it from Amazon, but I may not have. And it's got 3 flutes. Uh, but I've used it for doing guitar bodies and stuff because they're about 1.75 inches thick. So I needed to get a cutting area that was, at least 2 inches or more. And I don't remember where I got it, and it was, I'm thinking it was probably about $60 or something like that. But I've used it a long time. It's still out there. And then I have another one um, that I've actually used to cut aluminum, and I think it's only got about 1.5 inches cutting length on it. But yeah, I got so many orders. It's hard for me to find something that, if it's been a while that I bought it, because and I don't know why it's pulling up everything. When you just tell me whether I've got. Let's see. This stupid thing. Yeah, I'm not finding where I got that from there. I might have bought it somewhere else. I don't know. But anyway, I'm not any help to you, I guess. But yeah, you just have to keep looking. They're out there, um, but you're probably not going to find. You won't find no $20 or $30 one probably. Not with a 1/2 inch and a long 2 or 3 inch length of cut. Mm. Well, it's got a few minutes left here. What else was I going to talk about? I had something else I thought, but just don't remember what it was. Hopefully, I get my little errands run and get that stuff shipped at the UPS store, and then go vote, and then I'll come back and be able to spend the rest of the day just playing. I think, yeah, assuming it's not too hot. I just got where I keep the garage door closed. It seems like if I keep it closed up and the fan's on, it's cooler than having that door wide open, letting that heat in. I know one thing. Do y'all have any recommendations on something I can put in my garage for carpenter bees? I got dadgum carpenter bees come buzzing around my head when I'm trying to, do stuff out there. And one just would not leave me alone. He just kept, oh man, he'd get right at my face. And I'm like, big old black and yellow. And I know I think there's some kind of little trap things you can make or something, but I need to do something. But I had the fan. I finally got my floor fan. I turned it on high, and then I pointed it right at me. So I figured that if the bee started trying to come around me, he'd have to fight the wind from that fan. And that worked pretty good. He kind of left me alone after that. But then I noticed him. He kept buzzing around. He'd start getting behind that fan. I'm like, yeah, you joker. That thing's gonna suck you in there in a minute. And sure enough, I heard thump. And I look over there, and there's that bee laying in the bottom of that fan. I'm like, well, it serves you right. But they keep, I got so much wood stuff in my garage. They keep coming in there wanting to bore into the dadgum wood. Everything I got in there. So let's see. Jesse says I made some traps with a piece of 4x4 and a mason jar. Okay. I'll have to. Did you make a video on it or anything, Jesse? I guess I could just go to YouTube University like I do for everything else. Alan says I catch them in a jar trap with a little honey in it. All right. He says I made a trap out of a pint mason jar that really works. Easy, quick to make. Find plans on YouTube. Okay, I'll have to go. I'll have to go look and see, because I need to put something out there because they keep coming in there, and that's another reason why a lot of times I'll leave the door closed. But somehow they can figure out how to crawl through the crack in the. I guess the garage door doesn't close exactly tight or something, and because I had one bother me the other day, and I had the door open, and he just kept on buzzing around me, and I'm like, "Get out of here, you darn thing!" So I finally shooed him out, and he went out the door. So I closed the door back. It wasn't but just a few minutes. There was another one in there, or maybe the same one. I don't know. They keep wanting to come in there. And if they'd leave me alone, I wouldn't care. There's all kinds of stuff they could go get, but they always seem to want to get right where I'm at. But buzzing all around my head and stuff. So I don't know. Now that's weird. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting when I do that little, when I hit my little stream deck, and then it's supposed to put up that little message, and it didn't put the first one up, but then here's that one and this one. So I don't know. I guess I'm gonna have to go back and fix it. That stupid thing stops working all the time. I don't know what's going on with it. That's all right, Jesse. I appreciate it, but I'll get on YouTube University and let's see. Dennis says all I used was an inch of water. They go in and can't get out. I get 20 a day with them in early summer. Okay. I had that turned up from watching that documentary. That thing was loud. Turn that back down. All right. Well, we have gonna get busy here. My time's up. I think I will just run over and vote, because I know if I go out there and work in the shop first before I go vote, I'll probably be all stinky. Sweaty, stinky, and sawdust stuck to me and stuff. So probably better go vote first. I'm sure the people over there at the polling thing would appreciate that. So I'll go knock that out and then come back and do the other stuff. So anyway, everybody have a great Tuesday. Come back tomorrow. We'll try to do 508. these here coffee sessions. And that's it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a good one and stay cool.